A schoolteacher arrives in the Australian Outback for one quiet night and instead spirals into booze, violence and madness. This week we're diving into the brutal 1971 cult classic Waking Fright, the film audiences rejected and that vanished for decades. So grab a beer and welcome to the Yabba, and welcome to 100 Things We Learned from Film. I'm one of your hosts, my name's Planty, and I'm down in a West End tinny.
And I'm John, and I'm a Billabong. Remember Billabong? Jesus, everybody wear that for stuff? Billabong.
Mate, when I was in Australia, it was all the fucking rage. I was Billabong board shorts, Billabong t-shirt.
Billabong bongs.
You better believe it, boy. Fantastic. John, how are you?
I'm alright, mate. It's been quite a quick week. It's been rubbish weather over here, so I believe you are getting the same. But no, I'm surviving. What about you?
Yeah, sideways rain. In fact, a shift at work was curtailed because of the weather. It was that bad.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so you know it's got to be bad if us hardy Midlanders aren't going out in the rain.
Jesus. That's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
It is. It's terrible, mate. Yeah, terrible stuff. This, of course, is the podcast that tries to learn 100 things from every film that we watch, and this week it is a patron's choice. And one I bet you've never seen. Listeners, I bet you've not seen it. I bet you haven't watched it, unless you're one particular listener. The guy that listens first of all, and we're nothing but horrible to all the time, Stig, is always our first listen. He always posts like a thing. It's like, I'm listening at like 7 a.m, and he's already an hour in. But Stig went away and watched this and didn't love it quite as much as I did. But it is what it is. This is John. He says waiting for John to take a drink.
And it's not an alcoholic drink. 1971's Waking Fright.
Waking Fright, or Outback,
Aye.
As it was known in the States, apparently. Did you see this one before, John?
No, didn't even on the radar.
Did you have a time?
I had something where it's very peculiar, and there's a build-up, and I'm pretty damn sure that build-up doesn't pay off.
No, well, right, okay. Now, when we recorded Pirates of the Caribbean last week, I'd already watched about half an hour, hadn't I? And I said, this is like the most tense I've ever been watching a film for so long. I'm so tense. I just can't bear it. I'm going to have to go and watch it as soon as we finish recording. And I did, and I went and watched it. And I am going to say that there's enough of it to put it, and it has put it straight, and the person that's picked it will be very pleased. It's put it straight into my top 250 films. But you're right, it doesn't pay off quite how I might have hoped.
Yeah.
I thought it was a spiral, bang, nastiness.
Yes.
But it's just spiral. Down
the road, up the road.
Yeah. Did you ever go to Christmas? Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Yeah, but it's still very, very good as far as I'm concerned. This has been picked by one of our patrons. Look, the guy's got about 7 million different names. This guy, and he wasn't in a position to give us a recorded thing, so I am going to be the voice of penultimate Tommy Wiseau, or Kyle, as he is also called. I hope I'm not kind of like doxing him by doing that, because it might just be like somebody, I don't know, it might be somebody that everybody knows. It might be somebody everybody knows.
Famous.
Do you know what? It's somebody very lovely, and I'm going to be the voice of him, and I'm going to read out what he sent us. And I didn't send it to you, especially John, because I think it's really nice. I think it's really nice for you to hear it. But he gives us £1 every month, as do lots of other wonderful people, and we shout them out at the end of every episode. We also put them on the wheel, and he spanned on like month 2 for him, month 2 or 3. So he's spun on the wheel, and next week we're also going to do another spin. We're going to get these spins through by the end of summer. Yep. I love how I keep knocking that date back.
Exactly, you really do.
Knocking it back. We're going to do it by spring.
Christmas.
We're going to do it by
Christmas coming.
Christmas 2028. We're going to do it. Unless you put your name on that wheel by giving us £1 every month, listeners.
And then we need to wrap it back up again.
Yeah, you can do so at 100thingswelearnfromfilm.co.uk, which has got all our links, including our Patreon, or patreon.com/100thingsfilm. Brilliant. Right, so this is the fantastically lovely message I got from penultimate Tommy Wiseau, or Kyle. Oh, hi, Film Marks. very good. Or if preferred in keeping with the spirit of the film selection, g'day mates, how the bloody hell are you blokes? But in all seriousness, thank you, John and Planty, for allowing me to participate in your wonderfully funny podcast. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And I appreciate they both decided to watch my film selection of 1970s ones, Waking Fright. I first found this film by happenstance a handful of years ago on the streaming platform I was subscribed to, and it's stuck with me ever since, and shaken me to my core a little bit as well. This is starting to sound a little bit like, do you remember Simon Mayo used to do the Confessions or whatever, or Our Tune, Simon
Song,
Bates?
that's right. Our song in the background.
Yeah, I should have put that in the background.
Yeah, definitely.
Growing up in a small town stateside, similar to the Yabba, blue collar and everyone trying to numb the pain of where they found themselves in the present moment. Ooh, I think we both feel that way.
Yeah, definitely.
I understood the insane masculinity of the Yabba folks and emphasised Grant's early distaste of the same thing. Everyone just seemed miserable to me. There's a line in the early 40s Western movie, The Oxbow Incident from 1943, that reminds me of the Yabba and my hometown. In Oxbow, they say there's only 5 things to do in that 1880s Western town. Eat, sleep, play poker, drink and fight. And this is all that the men in Waking Fright seem to do. A terrifying portrait of how enabling toxic masculinity, the subtle rage of unexpressed emotions, the inability to escape, and the hostile underlying resentful friendliness of the townsfolk. What a nightmare of an existence, or as director Ted Kutcher has referred to Waking Fright as, a daymare. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Hope you both enjoyed your time with this movie. Thank you again for sharing this film that I find fascinating with your podcast audience. Take care, all the best, and solidarity with you fellas and the podcast community. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that a lovely thing to put instead of like the usual, fuck off. Fuck off, you loudmouth swaz. When are you getting to the Netherlands?
That's how we get.
Pirate impression, John. Do your pirate impression.
Do that Scottish
Dance, monkey, dance.
Do that Scottish impression you do all the time.
So that was very nice. So he's also given us a massive list. I'm not going to say it's inexhaustive. I think I've got them all. But I've peppered them in. And I will absolutely try to remember the ones that I copied and pasted into my notes as his. But Thomas, if that is your real name, if I forget to mention you on any of them, then I apologise. All right, okay. Right, so let's get started. We're gonna spoil this movie. This one of the oldest movies we've ever done.
Yeah.
One of the oldest non-silent movies we've ever done.
True that.
And a lot of fun. Right, okay. Fun? Question mark.
A lot of something.
Right, okay. So we open. It flopped at the Australian box office because audiences disliked its brutal portrayal of the Outback. It cost $700,000 dollary dues.
Wow.
And made less than 400,000 at the box office across 2 spells of being released at the box office.
Jesus.
How badly it's done.
Didn't it? Took a kicking.
It did.
Did you see that National Film and Sound Archive at the beginning?
I did,
That's
yeah.
the only one I
What'd you
saw.
get
So it's part of the National Library of Australia, known as the National Historical Film and Speaking Records Library in 1935. So that's pretty much the only part I got. There was nothing else in it.
Okay, fantastic. Ted Kotcheff directs, John. Previous episode. First Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, First Blood. Yeah. And possibly future episode, Weekend at Bernie's? Question mark.
You're trying to do that, aren't you?
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Drag that
and I didn't think it was very good when I was a kid.
No, it was mannequin-esque, but not enough to be mannequin-esque.
Cousin Balky? Is Cousin Balky in it? One of them. One of them's in it. Before Hollywood, he worked heavily in the UK, directing episodes of Armchair Theatre. And Kyle said this: Kotcheff had a lifetime ban from the Royal Albert Hall for organising a 1968 anti-apartheid demonstration that culminated with the burning of the American flag. Should be doing that now.
Jesus.
He struggled to get working visa to the United States at the start of his career due to his leftist sympathies.
Well, what? Goddamn leftists. Lefties.
Damn lefties. It's the far left trying to take Churchill off banknotes.
It's far left. I know, right? I know, right?
It's far left and the Otters, or whatever the fuck's going on with banknotes in this country. We open on a town? Question mark.
Yeah, Tabuna.
Tabuna.
But it's fictional.
Oh, made up. Why, John? Why must films lie to us?
Why?
There's a railway track and a schoolhouse and a hotel.
Yeah. It's pretty glam, isn't it?
The platform says Tabunda, right? But listen, if you haven't watched this, go away and watch this, because I say platform, it's like steps up onto a pallet.
They've literally, it's just like the beginning of Back to the Future 3 when they've got all the sort of the sticky bit.
It is a little bit. Yeah, it is a little bit. In a class, all the kids of all ages,
pretty much, yeah.
One that I think's about 30.
Pretty much,
I don't really know what's going on with this kid.
They're in pairs as well, aren't they?
Oh, I didn't spot that. That's a good spot. Well done. Yeah, it's I wasn't appreciating this class, but I guess you've got to do it. They're all waiting for him to let them go, and he lets them go, and they all run out, including the 30-year-old. Well, I'll see you next year, mate. What? It's the Christmas holidays, and John Grant is heading home for the summer. Mm-hmm. He stops at the only other building, which is the hotel, to collect his things before the train.
Yep.
Kyle told us that actor Gary Bond dyed his hair blonde for the role.
Yeah. Got that.
He grabs a beer from the owner, Charlie, and one for yourself, Charlie.
Did you?
You got snakes in your pocket, have you?
That's quite good, isn't it? But did you notice who Charlie was?
No.
That's Crocodile Dundee's mate.
Is it really his little skinny mate?
Yeah.
Wow, well done,
the one
you.
that does all the sort of that bums him up and tries to sort of take advantage of his celebrity.
Yeah,
that's him.
Oh wow, good spot, fantastic. Snakes in your pocket, John. Death adders in your pocket is the actual line. I assume they changed it for an American audience. Someone who is stingy, tight-fisted, or extremely reluctant to spend money.
No.
Did you see behind the bar there was a poster for the Christmas picnic race?
No.
Picnic races are amateur thoroughbred horse race meetings held in rural and regional areas, combining country sophistication with social festivities, apparently, according to the internet. The historic Roma picnic races since 1901, the Birdsville races, which is known as the Melbourne Cup of the Outback. It's amateur riders and a cultural tradition in rural Australia.
Well.
Then there's the train hooter. See you in 6 weeks, son. Not if I can rob a bank. Sure, Ned Kelly. That's kind of good. Ned Kelly, of course, John, was an Australian bushranger or outlaw in the 1870s. In the gang's final showdown, the Glen Rowan siege, Kelly and his gang wore hand-forged iron armour made from plough parts. Kelly had over 30 bullet marks on his armour after the final gunfight, and the armour was said to have weighed 44 kilograms or 97 pounds, which is roughly the weight of a small female. There you go. Females.
Little Shayla.
Small. Oh, Shayla. It's the weight of a Shayla. The weight of a Shayla. By the way, this train was like a hobo train, wasn't it?
It really was.
And on the back of it, they've just put a little carriage.
One carriage.
Like,
that's all you need.
Like they're travelling to Westworld.
Because I thought he was just going to jump in and go into one of the
yes, so did I. Like his
hobos.
bindle on his back. A tin of beans over a fire.
That's it.
There's these lads singing, she'll be coming around the mountain. Come and have a beer with us.
Oh, they're always wanting to drink beer, aren't they?
Well, there is a lot of that. And
A lot.
I've got to be honest, it kind of reminded me of my childhood as well, this.
Oh, really?
Kind of people
Have a beer.
that we meet. He declines and instead gazes at a picture of his girl in his wallet, dreaming of seeing her on the beach with a beer. Oh. There's an Aboriginal man singing, which I loved. I always love this kind of stuff. Aboriginal Australians have lived on the continent for at least 65,000 years, making it the oldest continuing culture on Earth.
There you go. I didn't know that.
The book, it's based on a book, this, 1961, that takes its title from an old curse, May you dream of the devil and wake in fright. John.
Nice. Right. I was wondering where that came from.
It was also adapted for a 2-part miniseries in 2017, which I haven't seen,
never.
starring Alexandros Dimitriadis from Heartbreak High, for our Australian listeners of my age. Man, I watched the fuck out of some Heartbreak High.
I think you remember he did, didn't he? Heartbreak
Dennis
High.
Klinsmann, you better believe it.
Jesus. Takes you back.
The Warm Vellum Bookshop online listed the novel as having one of the best opening lines in literature. The line reads, he sat at his desk, wearily watching the children file out of the room, reflecting that, this term at least, it was reasonable to assume that none of the girls was pregnant.
Wow.
I mean, what?
I've
got to read this.
It's a line, isn't it? It's a line.
Yeah. And from Kyle, author of the book, Kenneth Cook, once opened a butterfly farm outside of Sydney in the 70s. Sure.
Why not?
He got the assignment, didn't he?
Aye. Oh, God, aye.
he listens, because that's the kind of shit we eat up. The train arrives at Bandar Yabba. Again, John, not a real
Yeah,
place.
fictional. Yeah. Again,
But really, it's just as well it is fictional.
it's a horrid place, isn't it?
The way they treat this place.
Yeah.
The taxi driver tells him he should see lots of the Yabba. It's the best place on earth, the Yabba. It's full of good people. Sure.
Heavy drinkers, function alcoholics.
Yeah. Now, John, I'm getting the feeling from the discussions with you that you're not confident about our chances of getting to 100 on this one. Are you?
Nah.
So I've got a chance for you to get us a few things that we learned with a little quiz.
As long as every point is worth 20.
Steady. And it's place names. And
All
you've got
right.
to tell me if it's Dinkum, real, or Drongo, which means daft.
Yep.
Got it? So Dinkum, real, Drongo, me being daft. Number 1, Yorkie's knob.
I want to say Dinkum, but I don't think it is. Jungle.
Oh, John, it's Dinkum.
Oh.
It's in Queensland. Oh.
Right.
Number 2, Squatter's Crollab. Squatter's Crollab.
Jungle.
It is Drongo. It's the place from Bart versus Australia. Brilliant. Emergency! It's an emergency! Come by chance. Come by chance. Come by chance. Would you like come by Yarra?
Yeah, Dinkum.
It is Dinkum, John. It's in New South Wales. It was named after the person that found it by chance,
Oh,
apparently.
no way.
You gotta love that, haven't you? Next up, Whoop Whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop
I'd
Whoop.
love that to be Dinkum.
It is Dinkum, John.
Yay.
Queensland. And a bonus fact for you, listeners. Whoop Whoop is the Aussie slang for middle of nowhere.
What?
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Finally, John, for a chance of a third one, Titty Bong.
Oh, Diddy Bong. Drongo.
John, it's Dinkum.
Oh.
It's Dinkum. It's in Victoria, and it's named for the Aboriginal word for reed.
All right.
As in a reed.
Aye,
as in what
as
you
in-
do, you read. Yeah, so you got 2 there.
3?
That's all right.
I got 3.
3 you got. Yeah. 3 you
dare
got.
you,
Yeah.
how dare you.
I know, how rude. Still not getting there. John has a room booked and a flight to Sydney in the morning. This surly receptionist, by the way, she's another character.
Yeah, she's just putting cold water all over herself all the time, isn't she?
Yeah,
Well, seductively,
yeah,
but she's a horrible person.
No, but it's not seductive
know.
at all, is it? It's just
sticky.
hot. It's
Sticky,
horrible.
isn't
Yeah, grim. Yeah, the whole film just feels grubby, doesn't it? At the pub, it says on the door it closes at 6:30 p.m. by order. And as he enters, these lads say, "Shut the door, we're closed." And it's heaving, isn't
Aye,
it?
it's proper heaving.
Like an old dance hall kind of thing. Reminded me of the working men's club. Decorate with plastic Christmas trees, and I always thought it was really funny that they have fur Christmas trees in Australia.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I would think, like just have a palm tree with some lights on it. You know,
Aye.
who cares? He grabs a beer and he watches the scene. I love a good old-fashioned lock-in, though.
Oh, God, aye. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
He's approached by a cop who lights his cigarette, Jock Crawford. He downs his beer and offers John one, but then makes him drink up first.
Aye.
John tells him that he has to post a bond of $1,000 to get his teaching job, and for that they make them work in the Outback to pay it off. Ah, well, I suppose they know what they're doing. You clever blokes never want to stay in one place for long. And he just downs his pint, and then looks at his glass, looking for it and waiting for another one.
Aye.
So funny, so funny. $1,000 today, John, would be $13,756.25.
That's a lot of dinkum.
It seems like a fortune, doesn't
It
it?
really does, aye.
Yeah. The Yabba is the most honest town in Australia. We do have a few suicides. They reckon it's the eat. Ha! But I like the eat. Chips Rafferty, the actor, John, when he found out he's being given non-alcoholic beer to drink for his scenes, insisted he be given real beer to drink. And then told director Ted Kotcheff, "You worry about the filmmaking and I'll worry about the drinking." Chips drinking was never a reason a scene needed to be shot again.
Oh, that's good.
How
Yeah,
good is
that's
that?
good.
That's yeah. And rumour has it that Chips Rafferty had no uvula, which is why he was able to drink a beer so quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Straight
That's
down.
Kyle to the rescue with the facts again there. This was the final film performance where he died the same year. Hours before he died, listeners, Rafferty was offered a prominent role in the film The Day the Clown Cried by Jerry Lee Lewis. Not Jerry Lee Lewis. I do this all the time.
You do it every time?
Oh, Mary, my cousin. I drink my piss. Jerry Lewis. Oi, Cleveland. Which was never released. Never released yet. We're due it this year, I think. I think they had a thing where they'll release it X number of years after his death. So, and I think we're there now. So look forward to us doing that one, listeners. That'll be fun. Yeah. Just then the lights go red and they have to stand for the remembrance of fallen soldiers. The speaker reads out a prayer and they all echo, "Lest we forget." It's like a cult, isn't it? It's really culty kind of stuff.
Cultish.
Jock shows him into a steakhouse and he orders a steak. For how much, John?
Is that $1?
$1.
$1? Is that
it's
what?
Crazy,
that steak as well?
And the steak turns up with the chips and the fried egg and the doorstep of bread.
Oh, but the egg is so rubbery.
Yeah.
Rubbery.
It certainly is. That doesn't stop Donald Pleasance enjoying it. Though,
the doctor. What's his face?
Yeah. It's a filthy spot, though, by the way, including the bloke cooking the steak's got a fag on.
Yeah. Aye. It looked like the chef from, is it Road Trip? When he asked...
he puts it down the pants. Yeah, licks it, take the... Yeah. Out the back, they're playing a game called Two's Up. And the men are betting, and the bet is if the coins come down heads or tails.
Do you know, it's weird that I was watching something called The Glitch, and it's set in Australia, and they were playing that Two's Up. I didn't know what it was, but I had to look it up. So Two's Up is a traditional Australian gambling game where a designated spinner tosses 2 coins, typically pennies, into the air using a wooden paddle called a kip. And players bet on whether the coins are going to land on both heads or both tails or each of each.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, fair enough. It seems to have evolved from Cross and Pile, a gambling game involving tossing a single coin into the air and wagering on the result. The predilection of the convicts for this game was noted as early as 1798 by New South Wales' first judge advocate, as well as the lack of skill involved and large losses. There you go. So it's been ongoing for a long time, and it was noted down in 1798.
Wow. There's no anything to do over there, probably, just sitting tossing coins.
Yeah, you'd have thought so. Yeah.
Oh, at one point you come across the Imperial Hotel. Did you see that?
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
So I'm looking for it everywhere, but the only Imperial Hotel I can see over there is on the Gold Coast. So. God knows.
All right, okay. I
was looking for like a town, but nothing close.
Yeah, it's probably long
gone,
dead.
Long dead.
I just thought,
heavy dead.
Yeah. There's no arguing when the bets come in, and everyone seems to know that they're winning, and there's no complaints. They just come in and they grab.
You run and get your money and go.
Yeah, it's really good. Donald Pleasance is there, of course. Doc Tyden, who admits he doesn't like the Yabba. Could be worse. Their supply of beer could run out.
Aye,
quite
good
Australian accent from the lad from Nottinghamshire.
The production crew and everybody was actually quite surprised at how good his accent was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's much better than mine. He says, discontent is the luxury of the well-to-do. They can't afford to be unhappy. So what do? Well, I drink. The role of Doc was originally offered to legendary dancer and actor Robert Helpman.
Help me, man, help me.
But he dropped out due to scheduling conflict.
All right, okay.
On that subject, the actor Michael York turned down a role because he was offended by the kangaroo hunting scene.
Yeah, but I think I've read something saying that he later on says it was one of his regrets. It was a massive regret. I can't remember. I'll double check on that, but I'm sure somebody was going to play it says that they regretted it, not playing the role.
Yeah, fair enough. In the back room, John has a go at 2-ups, betting tails when the win comes in. He gets shuffled to the back and the men grab their winnings. And it looks like he's going to lose out and miss out on his thing. But they find him and give him where's the bloke in the coat, isn't it? And they give him his
honest, that's so good.
Yeah, Jock was right. They're a bit rough and ready, but they're honest people.
Honest folk, yeah.
Yeah, he bets again and wins again. He puts $200 on tails for the next bet, one of each. The bet carries over, and then he gets tails. John grabs his money and runs into the street. Back at the hotel, he counts it out before realising he can bet just once more, and if he wins, he's out of his debt. He can leave Tabunda, he can head back to Sydney, or, as we learned later on, go to England, even though the actor's English. That threw me a little bit, because I thought, maybe he's meant to be. Maybe he's meant to be English.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Nope. Not today.
So they give him the tools, the kip, and he has to spin. Now, there's some really good... I think there's some really good visual uses here, including the bit where he has to throw it up in the air, and you don't see what it is, and he doesn't see what it is because he looks at the light, and the light is really bright. Yeah, and it lands in its tails, and he's won. Except he hasn't. His head. He hasn't won because he didn't go above his head.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and then he lands in its tails, and he's lost everything. Jock arrives and helps him cash a check. $290 on heads. Yeah. The doc's tossing here for some reason, and in slow motion it comes down. Smash cut to John waking up in the room naked.
Nothing.
He's got a cracking ass.
But he's got nothing on him. He's nothing.
Just his pale, untanned bum.
Aye, but just as you say, it just looks so hot and sweaty.
It does. It looks horrible. He checks out, and the receptionist points him in the direction of the labour exchange because he hasn't got anything. He's got like $1.
He gets his dollar back for his deposit.
Yeah, from his key. Yeah, and it's shut on Saturday, John.
Yeah.
And today is
Tuesday.
That's right. Yeah, it's a Saturday. No post. He watches his flame fly overhead and walks through town. Past this huge, scary Father Christmas statue laughing maniacally.
What the hell?
There's something out the Simpsons annual gift man. He heads to a bar and a little bloke asks how he likes the Yabba. It's bloody awful. Well, will you have a drink? I'm flat broke and I can't afford to drink. What does that have to do with the matter? I want to buy you a drink.
That's a pub, innit?
He introduced himself as Tim Haynes. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's a gorgeous boozer. Tim Haynes and asks if John is in the Masons or the Buffs. You'll be a Roman Catholic then. Well, they get drunk and Tim drives him to his place. Crates of beer in tow. We meet Tim's daughter, Jeanette.
Yep.
She is not into any of this at all. She is like the most disassociated human being I think we see in this film. Yeah. Full of disassociated human beings.
I know. How could you get anybody worse? But she just...
I know.
Nope.
Tim offers to lend John the money to get to Sydney, but he's not having any of it. Instead, they have a drink, and later Dick and Joe arrive. The lads.
Lads.
Oh, they're lads, all right.
Oh, God, aye. Yeah.
John says he'll go, but Tim's not having it. Instead, have a drink. West End beer, John, the cans.
I seen it. Yeah.
The Lanfear brothers were three British siblings who developed the West End breweries in Australia during the 19th century. And West End Draft was formerly brewed by the South Australian Brewing Company on Port Road, Thebarton, which was taken over by Lion in 1993.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
West End beer, do.
Because every time I looked at it, it's associated with... I thought it was Castlemaine 4X, but it's just called Triple X Bitter.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Dick is making a necklace out of the pull tabs from the beer, which I really liked. I kind of like. It looked dangerous, but
slit your throat.
Kyle again, getting the memo, tells us the type of pull tabs used in Australian beer, like in this film, were introduced in 1968 to replace using a can opener. Can you imagine?
Jesus, imagine getting drunk and trying to open your bloody can. Jesus.
And were mostly discontinued, mostly, by 1976. Bundaberg Brewed Drinks apparently still uses pull tabs.
Wow. That's
Can you imagine that in 2026?
Be great. I loved a pull tab, and I used to like putting the wee bit and flicking it.
Yeah.
But everybody did that, so that's probably why they've stopped.
Dangerous. Meanwhile, John talks to Jeanette and tells her about his plans to go to England. He wants to be a journalist, and he tells her about the girl in Sydney, Robin. He shows her the picture. Would you take her to England with you? Yes. What's the matter with him? He'd rather talk to a woman than drink. Tim's like, he's a school teacher. Right enough. Terrible. The doc arrives and Jeanette and John take a walk. Why'd you stay in the Yabba? You're pretty. Is it because of your father? They head out to the back and get it on. He just vomits, doesn't he? He just throws up.
What the hell's going on with him? I know. Like,
he has had too much West End lager.
Exactly, nice. Ruined it. He ruined it.
She cleans him up and she looks disappointedly at him, and they head back in. Yeah, mate, the moment's gone. Oh man, she just looks like
She just,
fed up.
it's like
She just looks sad.
just doesn't want to be there. Doesn't want to be on this fucking planet.
Yeah. Inside, the Doc's upside down doing a handstand. It's not gravity that makes the beer go down. It's peristalsis. Perry who? Perry Mason, the other bloke shouts.
Nice reference.
Kevin and Perry. John and the boys get hammered, and John wakes up in this fly-infested hut with the Doctor singing along to a record.
Yeah.
The hundreds of flies in Doc's cabin, interior shots of which were filmed in Sydney, were released just before the action was called.
Right, okay, because there was bloody shed loads in there.
That's right. You drank yourself under the table. Don't get upset. We've all had Jeanette.
No, it's like, what the hell?
No wonder she's like she is. The Doc gives him a frying pan full of kangaroo and another beer before telling him they're going shooting.
Yep.
And he'll help his hangover with some mystery pills. Kangaroo John from Keezy.com, which is a website I've used, a website I discovered through this podcast and have since used to buy exotic meats. that plant with his box of exotic meats. Kangaroo from there, 250 gram of diced, £4.22. £4.22.
Man, £4.22.
Do you know what in a cup? £4.22.
Oh, that's went up. That's jumped up.
Jesus.
Come on, kangaroo. It's not kangaroo.
Clip it. It's good. Good. Shall I satisfy your curiosity? I don't know why he's now turned into every other character he's ever been. Shall I satisfy your curiosity? I'm a doctor of medicine and a tramp by temperament. I'm also an alcoholic. My disease prevented me from practicing in Sydney, but out here it's scarcely noticeable. Certainly doesn't stop the people from coming to see me. I charge no fees because I'm not interested in money. Anyway, I'm unreliable, but I'm accepted socially because I'm an educated man, or character. I get my food from my friends, my requirements in beer, which with some measure of self-control is the only alcohol I allow myself. It's possible to live forever without money in the Yabba. The natives are hospitable. And the one thing I will say about them, they are nothing if not hospitable.
Aye, yeah. No.
It's just not John's world.
Yeah.
It's not John's world at all.
Straight away.
John heads to the dunny, which is pissing up against a broken down car.
Right, much with Donald Pleasant looking at you. Well, that's so weird.
Exactly. Yeah. Doc watches and tells him Jeanette visits from time to time. She loves sex. She visits from time to time when I want her to, and when she gets bored with them. Sex is just like eating something. You do it because you want to. This car arrives, John, and it's like something out of the Road Warrior.
God, it's terrible, isn't it? It's Mad Max all the way, isn't it?
Expecting Mel Gibson to get out of it. And it's the lads with guns and a dog.
Yep. Oh, by the way, could not get the guns for love nor money.
No?
Could not find them.
Right,
They're
okay.
nowhere.
Well, Kyle's outdone you with the car, John.
Oh, has he?
1959's Ford Fairlane 500.
Yep. And I've got a Ford Falcon 500 wagon and a Dodge Phoenix 1968.
Ah, fantastic. There we go. Lovely work, gentlemen. Well done. You boys can get the cars. I'll do the rest. They hare it through the outback until they find a pack of kangaroos, which isn't called a pack, John. It's called a mob.
Yeah. Got it.
That's good, isn't it? That's good. They set the dog on them, and credit to the dog, he catches one. What happens when the dog catches the kangaroo? It's fucked. Proper fucked. They hit one with the car, and the Doc cuts its balls off.
Oh.
These are better than oysters. I'd be willing to give them a go.
It's pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. This is awful. All of this is awful. All of this fucking hunting stuff's horrible.
Yeah, apparently it's real footage because the director wanted people to see the plight of the kangaroo.
All right,
So
okay.
somebody's actually cut in, so I was like, is it though? Because I was looking, it says in Australia it is illegal to kill kangaroos without a proper permit or licence, but I think there's some states that allow them to do it because obviously overpopulation and stuff. So,
Whoa, you better believe it. In 1606, John, navigator Willem Janszoon became the first recorded European to land in Australia. Any guesses where he might be from, John?
Donegal. What's his name again?
Willem Janszoon.
The Netherlands.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
As soon as,
I mean, that's the easy one.
As soon as you say William, I always think, well, I don't even think it, because we had a boy in French who they called him Guillaume, they called him everything. So every time, anytime I hear some variation of that in any language, I just automatically go to William. So that was my bad. Didn't pick up on it.
Did you make him scream? He landed on the Cape York Peninsula in northern Australia and believed the land might be part of New Guinea.
What the hell?
I mean, look, credit to them. You know, at least they got there.
Exactly.
With the Pirates of the Caribbean. Dick drives them to a pub where they shoot at a fox. Yep. John hits it and is very excited. They enjoy a few beers, and when the sun sets, they head out hunting with the spotlight. Now it's gone all Fury Road, hasn't it?
That's some Pharaoh in it. It's bad.
Expect him to go, Brother Heckler, Brother Koch, sing!
It goes bad, doesn't it? That's quite grim.
Dick explains that the spotlight hypnotises them, and we see them just slaughter this mob. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's overlong for me. It's the worst bit, and I skipped it the second time.
Yeah.
There's a huge one that they can't take down. Joey heads over to the kangaroo, and we literally see a man fight a kangaroo.
Yep.
Which is madness. It's absolutely madness.
It's like that. That guy. Remember, his dog got attacked by the kangaroo, and he had to stand and fight it. It's like that, isn't it? Jesus.
It is like that. Jesus. And he slits its throat. Kangaroo's huge tail and powerful legs, John, make it physically impossible for them to move backwards.
What?
How's that for a fact? A large red kangaroo can leap over 9 metres, which is 30 feet in one bound, and reach speeds of around 43 miles per hour, or 70 kilometres per hour, as it would be in Australia. Estimates often put kangaroo populations at 40 to 50 million, roughly double Australia's human population.
Jesus, if they ever find out and revolt, man.
Like the emus, like the emu war, where Australia lost against the emus. Yeah. But this for me is fact of the show, and I'm sorry, Carl, but it has to be. Kangaroos sweat very little, so they lick their forearms where blood vessels are, close to the skin to cool themselves.
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Nice.
That's good, isn't it?
I like that. I like it a lot. A lot.
There's a small injured one that they goad John into grabbing and killing. He stabs it viciously over and over and drags it back to the car. It's not good.
No, it's not pretty.
In an early version of the script of Waking Fright, screenwriter Evan Jones had changed the novel's kangaroo massacre into a pig hunt. It was only after Ted Kotcheff had been on his first survey of locations in and around Broken Hill in December 1969 that the kangaroo hunt had been reinstated, explains Tony Buckley in his book Behind the Velvet Light Trap.
All right, okay.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Back at the pub, while the boys fight, the doc rambles about Socrates and John passes out.
Yeah.
Smash the place up. Blind. He's absolutely blind drunk, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just
smashing the place. Yep.
With a chair. He is blind drunk. Take me with you. I can see.
And then
I can
hacking,
see.
Then just hitting everybody.
It's just going through, goes through this wall, doesn't he? And then the landlord kicks them all out. Rightly so. Back at Doc's, he and John continue to drink, and Doc shoots the place up, and the boys wrestle on the floor.
Yep.
It ends. We go to darkness as they stare into one another's eyes.
Yeah. Never feel like explained.
The next morning, John wakes up on the floor, starkers entwined in Doc.
Uh-huh.
Do you think, John, they do it?
Yeah, they did it.
It is what it is. But again, 1971, Australia, I think that probably would have been an interesting call for the film. I think that would have been a very interesting choice for the film.
Yeah.
He gets dressed, he tells Doc he's going to Sydney. Don't forget your gun, the boys gave it to you. Back in the Yabba, Jock buys him a drink and asks why he didn't leave. He says, I got caught up. Didn't he? He spots his case that had been in the pub for days. And it's been 4 days he's been away and he thought it was just a night. He grabs his cases and gets a lift into the desert where he hikes and shoots rabbits to survive.
Yep.
He gets another lift to this even more backwater town. And the guy that gave him the lift gets angry at him because he won't have a drink with him.
Yeah.
He's got no front teeth.
Aye. Is that a drink?
What's the matter with you people? You sponge, you murder your children, you rape your wives, and that's all right, but I don't have a drink with you. That's criminal offence and the end of the world. You're mad, you bastard. I love this guy. The Australian Constitution, John, was written in the 1890s and came into effect in 1901 when Australia became a federation, and it is the oldest constitution still in use today.
Oh, God.
The story of the Kelly Gang is widely considered the world's first full-length narrative film in 1906.
Right.
Put that on the list. Let's do that.
The Kelly? The one with Heath Ledger?
yes, that one. That very same one. He spots a wagon with Sydney on the side and finds the driver begging him for a ride to the city.
Yep.
The bloke begrudgingly agrees in return for his rifle.
And $1.
And $1, yeah. He says, but you've got to ride in the back, though.
I know that.
Can't trust a pig with watermelons, you know. The next day they've arrived. He jumps out the back of the tarp truck, but where is he, John?
He's still there, still in the Yabba.
He's back in the Yabba. You said the city. The Yabba's a city, ain't it? Oh, fuck's sake. He has these flashbacks to the past few days, including a weird delusion of Jeanette and Robin snogging.
Yeah.
And Doc's there. It's weird.
So weird.
He runs to the Doc and hides in the corner of the shack before putting the rifle in his mouth.
Yep.
And then to his temple. And as he's about to pull the trigger, the Doc arrives and we just get bang. Don't we?
Yep. Bango, bango.
Blammo. John wakes up in a hospital bed and Jock gives him an account of the events to sign. The gunshot wound in my head was a result of an accident. I was visiting my friend, Clarence F. Tyden, after a hunting trip. I dropped my .22 rifle on the floor of the kitchen, but first, believing it to be unloaded, it exploded, and that's all I remember. Well, that'd be about it, wouldn't it? Jesus. Sometime later, John leaves hospital and the Doc's there.
Yep.
You'd think a bloke who won silver medal at the target range could hit himself in the head from a range of 3 metres.
That's a great funny. Line. That's good.
That's a good line. By the way, no scarring at all on him.
Yeah, not a sausage.
Just like Donald Trump's ear, isn't it? It's exactly like that. Yeah. Doc gives John a lift to the station and it's awkward. No goodbye, just a glance. The guy on the train, hey mate, would you like a beer? And he agrees.
Yeah,
he agrees to have a beer.
He's right into it. Yep.
Yeah. We're back in Tabunda and Charlie's there to greet him. Did you have a good holiday? The best. And that's the movie.
It. That is literally it. It's so weird,
isn't it? Good. So good. Yeah. Right, I've got some of the bits and pieces, some from Kyle, some from me. What have you got?
So
John?
I've got UK pints are 568 mil and Australian pints are 570, so you get a wee bit more. I've seen a lot of Singer stores. Did you see that? So I thought Singer was like a
the sewing machine.
Yeah, it turns out it's the sewing machines.
Oh,
so they must have sold an awful lot of bloody sewing machines. Aperitif or aperitivo in Italian is a pre-dinner drink designed to stimulate the appetite. Because somebody mentioned it early on, didn't they? Aperitif.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And IX Films is an Australian production company and studio that operated from the 1960s to the 1970s and was crucial to the revival of the Australian film and TV industry in the 70s. That's what I got.
Fantastic. It's also one of the blokes out of the Warriors.
Ajax. Heavy eye.
By the 1990s, the original negative was believed destroyed, John.
What?
In 2002, editor Anthony Buckley discovered 263 cans of film in a warehouse in Pittsburgh marked for destruction, which included this. The film was restored by the National Film and Sound Archive of Australia and re-released in 2009.
Right. Done a good job, though. Looks good.
From Kyle, most of the beer served in the film is served in a schooner glass, which is 450ml, as opposed to an imperial pint glass, which you've talked about, John, at 570. And he said, more familiar to American viewers, and I've written, and us. Waking Fright is only one of 2 films ever shown twice at the Cannes Film Festival, once at its initial release, and the other when the film was found and remastered.
Well done.
The other film, John, Michelangelo Antonitti's La Ventura.
Mate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I think that's all I've got.
Jesus.
So I'll tot them up. No, are you worried?
It's
are you worried
a short.
You think he's going to take his money off us?
He's going to.
Such a short shrift.
He's going to leave us.
He's done all the hard work, and we've just done stupid Australian accents.
Yeah.
How many do you think we've got?
I'm going to say 73.
Oh, we got more than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
86.
Oh, a little bit more than that.
92.
Oh, 87.
Oh.
87,
right.
Which is not bloody bad for 45 minutes of recording.
Oh, God, that's all right. That's the shortest show ever.
Well, it's certainly up there with that that 30-minute episode on A Trip to the Moon, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Man, 25 minutes episode of
Jesus.
Things We Love in Film, and we still got about 87 things there. Brilliant. Hopefully, Carl, you appreciate that, because we really appreciate your money and the nice things that you said.
And it was different.
So
it was totally different. I've never seen
and it was,
like that.
and like I say, it's in my top movies of all time. You know, I've had to extend that top 200 to 250 to put it in, but yeah, it's definitely my top films of all time.
Yeah. Good.
And I always appreciate doing something we've never seen.
Yeah.
And I think the plan for the podcast when we first started, listeners, was to do films that I've never seen. Well, the first episode was The Crow. I'd never watched it all the way through. Mm-hmm. And we've done a few bits and pieces, but we always kind of go back to stuff that we know. And I think this is a good example of doing stuff that we don't know is the way forward.
Yeah, broaden your horizons. That's it. Broaden your horizons.
Yeah. So if, like Carl, you want to have us fall just short of 100 things, then you can do so by giving us some money at 100thingswelevefilm.co.uk, which will take to all of our links, or patreon.com/100thingsfilm. It's amazing that I forget that every single week. Those other people that have been spun, or maybe have not been spun, are as follows: Phil Farish, Rachel Plant, Stig, Josh Wilson, Gav Belson, Gav McGill, Ian Graham, Mono, Biggie, Joe, Aaron, Dan Belson, Nigel, Ian McComish, Maria, Ali, Dale, Megan, Jen, lovely Rob Jones, Kieran, Oodles, Candy, James, Gadget, happy birthday Gadget, Kurt, Dean, Luke, who landed recently. Of course, there's Kyle, and there is Benicio del Sanchez. Del Sanchez is Australian. Benicio del Sanchez is Australian. Hopefully he enjoys this. Hopefully this isn't the film that he's going to pick anyway. Man, he's Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Fingers crossed, Benicio.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Man, yeah, excellent. So thank you so much. We really appreciate all the extra effort and financial support that you give us, which allows us to do really mundane things like pay for our website hosting, which was paid this week for the next 2 years.
Oh, God,
I don't really know why I bother. We get so few clicks, but it's somebody click a few times on that website from a few different browsers, and that'll make me feel better about paying 30 quid for 2 years.
Yeah, that'll do.
I guess that's not a lot of money, is it? It's not a lot of money. Fantastic. John, do you remember what we're doing next week? Because we haven't talked about it.
Yes, I do. Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke for Luke.
For Luke.
Who didn't spin. Listen to last week's episode about the confusion around me being rubbish.
You suck.
So we're going to do.
You suck.
I'm fucking right, I do. So we're going to do Luke, and then the following week we might have a week off. See how we're getting on with life and stuff. But then we're going to have another spin. So we're going to get through as many of these spins as we can before I just go, let's do something that we know and love.
Don't give them a chance. Don't give them a chance.
Cool Hand Luke alongside me eating probably more eggs than I should in a video, and Mrs. Plant getting really annoyed at me because I get really unwell when I eat too many eggs.
Oh no, don't do it.
So we'll see how we go. Fantastic. John, say something nice to the lovely people at home.
Well,
they might not be at home, they might be out and about.
Yeah, so again, thank you, because we're getting a lot of good feedback, and obviously patrons joining have got good things to say. So again, it just makes us appreciate what we do. Sometimes we just take it for granted, but I'm glad we can sort of put a little humour into your lives. Very little humour.
Take it for granted. I watch these films 2 or 3 times a week. I'm just taking anything for granted. Imagine kangaroos being mutilated on a daily basis at the minute. Like some sort of pervert.
That's a you problem.
It certainly sounds
like
that's
a Rue problem.
Here he is.
There he goes.
So look, we'll be back next week with Luke's Choice. Cool Hand Luke. But for now, he's been John, I've been Planty, and this has been inexplicably, blimey, crikey, 87 things we learned from Outback or Waking Fright or whatever the bloody hell you want to call it, you great flying galah. See ya.
See you, mate. There you go. You happy with that?
Happy with that? I don't actually know how to stop the recording. There we go. Stopped. The recording has stopped. Your files are uploading.